Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is apparently I earned a stand up. It is August 6th at almost 5 o'clock. So yeah, I feel like studying. Oh wait, I don't. Yeah, I'm tired. I feel like studying. Like I want to go back to class. I don't, like zero. So what am I gonna do? Study. Yeah. Ooh, my hair looking real crazy. I'm a mess. It's fine. Thankfully we didn't have any new kids in our class, or adults. I don't really think kids are taking it, although there was a 22-year-old and another one. But we essentially got to save like an hour and a half between their intro and like filling out paperwork. So we got out early today, and we were going over stuff that's like really applicable to my job. So it was nice to kind of learn something that would be good for my job. I mean, all things that I'm learning are good for my job, but like this specific thing would be really nice for my job, and I'm probably gonna implement it this like upcoming year, like the rest of the year. What are we in, August? Yeah, we're in August. So yeah, probably sometime in September I'll implement this, because I probably need to put it right up and say, hey, this is what we should do. This is what we're currently doing. So yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. I'm going to restart my laundry, and then I gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner, because I think I have to do dinner tonight, even though I'm so tired, like so tired. Thankfully I have a lot of the videos scheduled for this week, because I was able to edit a bunch. I have one scheduled for tomorrow, the 7th, and I had the quick hard gel nails go live today. Let's see what I got on private. I have a vlog tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's vlog was this past weekend. The weekend, like not the one that just passed, like the weekend before. And then I have another haul. I still have to finish that guy. I did, although you would have seen it, because it would have been the August 5th, I think, is when I was putting the names on the hard gel. I have to finish the comparisons for that, but I think I already like how I filmed it like this time a lot more than I did last time for the buttercreams and kind of the time before that. So I'm happy with how that came out so far. I haven't edited it, so I don't know for sure, but like I think it'll be good. Oh, I think there's gonna be a pimple coming up in here. I feel it, because it's like super sensitive. Yeah, so I'm going to do laundry, aka fluff the dryer, because I did laundry last night but didn't put it away because I was too tired, just going to sleep. So yeah, I don't want to work too hard tonight. I know that's terrible. I'm just really tired, like and then my boss texted me, hey, you need to make sure you're there Monday. You can't work from home. Like, oh. But he didn't say what time I had to be there, so that's good. So I'm just, although knowing me, like even this weekend I woke up super early. So hopefully I can like sleep in a little bit this upcoming weekend, although it'll be almost 2 weeks of waking up early. So waking up early may be like the status quo. Like I'm not used to waking up this early and being productive and coming home and like still having to study. Like it'd be different if I like got to come home and just chill after being in class all day, but I have to come home and study for like 4 hours. So the practice exam I have is like 350 questions. So I think tonight I'm just gonna go through them all and not like take the test, like just read the questions and then look at the answers and kind of look at it. And then the next couple days is when I'll start taking the tests and studying, because like day one it's really hard to go through and like take the tests when, so the tests cover everything. So on day one you learn day one stuff. but you're testing on stuff that you learn all the way up until Friday. So you still learn stuff Friday morning to take your test Friday night or Friday afternoon. So it's a little stressful. Personally, I'm not a good test taker either. I may have mentioned it in the other vlogs. Y'all, for real though, I don't remember anything from this past week other than studying. I know that probably sounds crazy and really dramatic and really just like, but I'm telling you, I don't remember anything. Like, my brain is so fried, I can't even. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It puts me at 9 o'clock already. Yeah, I can see it in the viewfinder. That really dark part of my lip. Yeah. Let me just point out all my flaws on the internet. What else is new? So yeah, that's where I think I'm gonna be. I don't think anything else is gonna go on. If something miraculously interesting were to happen, I'll come find you and we'll do it together. But as far as right now, I'm just gonna go through that test, literally. Like, that's it, that's it. That's all I'm doing today. And to be honest, I may just go through it once and just call it a day. So it may be 3 hours of studying versus the 4 hours. But yeah, I have a lot less pressure to do. The test is gonna be a lot harder this time, but I have a lot less pressure to do well because I don't have one test hanging over me. So like, if I'm not ready for the test Friday, I don't have to take it Friday. That's the best part. I can take it at another time. So that's what I think is gonna do it tonight. Again, I'm sorry, this week is probably gonna be a lot of the same. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm studying. Hey, I'm tired. Hey, yeah. That's gonna be this week, and I'm sorry. I'll not let like any other week is like miraculously super interesting. So, all right guys, I will see you later or tomorrow, whichever comes first. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, August 7th, and it is 6:30. I have been studying for my test. It's so hard to concentrate. Like, I don't know if it's just because like my body and my mind are just shutting down now, and it's like I literally cannot concentrate. It is so hard. I get distracted every 2 seconds. So I was like, okay, well, let me just sit here. Let me do, my camera's dying. Let me just do 50 questions and let me just do that. And keep in mind, we haven't learned everything. Like, we're learning stuff all week, and there are 350 plus questions on this test that I'm taking. So we haven't learned everything, but the test is on everything. So it's really frustrating, and I'm like, all right, well, let me just go through all the questions. I get through about 200-ish questions yesterday, and I'm like cross-eyed. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm getting nowhere. I'm not learning anything. I literally, like, yesterday studying was terrible, like terrible. Let's walk and get a new battery. Like, terrible. I just could not study. It was like, it's like it never happened. So yeah, so I decided that I'm going to do the first 50, and because I was like, the 200 is getting me nowhere. Like, it's literally getting me nowhere. Like, I am not, you're tipping over. I am not learning anything. I am just like clicking through, looking at the answers, like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I have to approach it different today. So today is Tuesday. So technically Friday is when I would take my test. I don't know if I'm gonna take my test Friday. I don't have to, like, it's not a requirement. I can take this test anytime. And I don't know if that is giving me like, not an excuse, but like, I don't wanna say like an easy way out of not taking it Friday, or I feel like I don't have to study as hard because I don't necessarily have to take it Friday. I don't know where my mindset is. I know it's tired. I just want to sleep, even though we're getting out of class super early. We got out at 2. I literally sat on the couch until like 5 because I am just so tired. I literally want to sleep as soon as I get home. And like, Mike is like joking, oh, you're not doing anything, like, why are you so tired? Like, he's pushing my buttons on purpose, and it's working because it gets me so frustrated. It's like, like people who aren't good in school and who the things just don't come naturally to them, and testing and all that, like they don't understand the struggles. I did terrible in school. When I got to my major, I did well, but like getting to my major, I did terrible, so terrible. And so people, I think, who, I've said this in one of my previous vlogs, actually a couple times, like I assume people know how to use computers. That is not the case, like at all. People may know how to use an application, may know how to do their specific job, but computers in general, people don't know. And I assume that. So people who do well in school or who know how to test assume everyone else is like that. And so he's kind of given me that vibe that's like, I don't understand why you're struggling so much. It's like, because they literally talked to me from 8 in the morning, and then we got out at 2 today straight. Yeah, we had a break at for lunch, and then we get 2 15-minute breaks. That's great. And you know, it's really, really nice that we get breaks, but I'm going stir crazy. I'm literally like shaking my leg. I am going crazy. I have not sat down for that long periods of time all day and forever. Even at my normal job, yeah, I may have one day where I may walk 2,000 steps, but that's like an everyday thing, and 2,000 steps is less than a mile. I'm averaging 3 to 4 miles a day walking, just supporting my people or exercising or moving, but I don't want to exercise. I don't want to move. I literally want to sleep. And I'm sure that's part of the problem, is that I'm kind of used to being a little bit more active, not like terribly active. I'm not like an Olympic runner in any stretch of imagination, but like I'm used to even being more active. And Mike's like, well, go for a walk. One, it's freaking hot. It is so hot. I can't. It's like 90 something, and the heat index is just like through the roof. It's muggy. I can't walk. I can't do anything. It's like, well, so I know they all sound like excuses of why I can't do something, but okay, so I took it into sections. There's 350, so I'm gonna do it in 50 questions, so that's gonna be 7 attempts to get it like through the questions. Well, I don't have enough days in the week to do that. So even if I got through like 1 through 50 today, 50 through 100 tomorrow, and I mean get it to where I'm passing, not to get it to where, oh, I've taken it. Get it to where I'm passing. Well, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna approach that this time. And so I took the first 50 questions, and I had to come take a break. That's where we are now. So I've already taken the questions, and I got a 48. So I literally missed half the questions. 25 questions I missed. Granted, this is the first time I've actually taken it and seen it. Well, technically I saw it yesterday, but I was like, like I couldn't study yesterday. It was just not happening. I probably should have had this approach, and I probably should have looked at it over the weekend, but you know what? I was so mentally exhausted over the weekend. I literally did nothing. And so I figured, you know, give yourself the weekend, move on. Hindsight, I probably should have done the 50-50, and then, you know, I probably could have eventually, that would have put me, by Thursday, I would have had, okay, maybe not 50, maybe I could have done 60, and then that would have made me get to the 350. So I don't know if that was my mistake or the fact that I really needed a break, but it's like I have one thing to do, and it's so frustrating because my mind and like my body are just not letting me do it. And I don't know if anyone else has ever felt that way. I mean, I'm sure I'm not alone. I can't be alone. I mean, I could, but I hope not. Please, someone tell me that they have experienced this. Or even if it's not with school, it could be, you know, losing weight. You're like, I can't do it. But now I have the mindset that I'm gonna take it 50 questions at a time. Tonight, I'm gonna master those 50 questions. And then, excuse me, tomorrow night, I'm gonna try to master those 50 questions, like the next 50. And then I'm gonna go back and see if I can answer the first 50. So I'm going to build up each time. And then when I can take that test, I will take that test. I'm gonna see if I can maybe take it next Friday. I know I'm not gonna take it this Friday. I can almost guarantee I'm not taking it this Friday, but I can't let it slide. So I have to hold myself accountable to 50 questions a day. And then once we get them all done and I'm passing each section, I randomize the answers, and then I need to be able to pass. I still need to get an 80 on these practice exams before going into the exam. Because he says if people pretty much don't get an 80, you don't pass. You don't pass the exam. And so on my practice exam, when I originally had it, like the first one, I got an 88, an 84 or 5 on the practice exam. Well, during the actual exam, it was out of 1,000, so I got 837, I think. 837, that sounds about right. And so I passed with an 80, but there's things that can change, that you can get just stressed out, tripped up. But he says if you don't get an 80 on the practice exams, then you're pretty much guaranteed not to pass. Not saying you can't pass, but that's pretty much where he's at. So I think I vlogged yesterday, but I think it was like a quick so tonight I think I'm going to try my hardest to master those 50 questions, and that's just how I'm gonna have to go through it. And it's like discouraging as it is to feel like you can't take it this weekend. I feel like for me, it's better, even though I feel like I'm kind of failing by not taking it Friday. So we'll see. I'm struggling, but knowing that I got a 50 on the first 50, I mean, that's pretty much a given. Maybe I should take the second 50 and maybe I'll do better, but the fact that I didn't is a pretty good indication. But keep in mind, I haven't learned actually 5 days worth of stuff. I've only learned 2. So you could be practicing the first 50, and that's something we're not gonna cover until Thursday. So it's like really freaking aggravating, but I will pass. I will get my MCSA. It will happen when I'm hoping, ignore that, sorry. I'm hoping that it will be next Friday, because I really think I'm gonna need an extra week. Because like originally Microsoft had these set up where this 1 week of class was actually 2 weeks of class. So now it's really complicated. I'm taking the 97 class. I took the 98 class last week. 98 is new because this is a new MCSA. So before this 97 class, so I'm in 97 now, I took 98, which is the new one before. I know, it's weird. So I'm in the 97, which was originally a 2-week class. So that was 2 weeks. Now it's a 97 and a 98. Well, 98 and 97. And so they had 2 weeks to study for this 97 test. But you didn't get MCSA after that. That's new. So that's when they added the 98. And then you have the 97, and that becomes the MCSA. So you have to pass both. I've passed the 98, now I need to pass the 97. And people originally had 2 weeks to do this. So, I don't feel that bad that I may have to take 2 weeks to do it. But, I sure am struggling. So, I mean, I can't be alone. I mean, I can, but I don't think I am. I feel like you guys get me. The realness and rawness. Hi, I'm failing right now. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it just magically clicks. So I may try the next 50, or I feel like, but that would make up for last night. So if I get both, but then I'm still not where I need to be. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna continue to study. I just turned on the dryer again because I didn't do it last night. I went to bed. I'm a mess, it's fine. So yeah, I think I should stick to my plan. 50, 50, 50, 50, break for the weekend, 50, 50, 50. And that way, it gives me the last 2 days to really study. I think that's what it's gonna have to be. So, all right. I'll see you later. Have a good night. For us, please.